And I was listening to you, I was thinking through, I have 3 clients right now, all of whom are just owning it with their careers. Now, one of them has built, I think, 4 7-figure businesses.
Wow.
Yeah, the other, both 7, 8-figure businesses, just like out there doing doing amazing, impactful things in the world. And all 3 of them have talked to me about how much they love playing that sub role. To allow the sub dom thing to show up and just, I make so many decisions all day long out in the world, showing up as the leader. In this relationship, I want to be able to fully relinquish and let you as my partner show up in this version of masculine alpha to be the leader.
Yeah.
Just own me. Tell me what to do. I will let you know when you're butting up against a boundary that doesn't feel safe. But just to want to play that sub role anyway. And then I also, right?
That's beautiful. Totally. And I think if anyone's listening, they're like, I want my man to do that. Or I wish I could let go of control. It's like, we got to take responsibility of where we're cutting their balls off, because it's the other thing I see is women falling into this entitlement energy. Like, why isn't he giving that to me? And we often play a part that we might not even be aware of or seeing, where we are making little comments or, rolling our eyes at things that he does, or, these little, and Alison Armstrong in her book, The Queen's Code, she lays it all out, like all the ways that we emasculate, and they can be really subtle, but have a big impact to where, the message to your man might be like, you're an idiot and you don't know what you're doing. And so we can't expect him to show up in his power, in his leader, in the bedroom if we're, cutting his balls off in every other area.
And I'll be totally honest and forthcoming. It's a message that I need to hear right now. In the context of my current relationship, we're definitely in a growing phase. And I have to go, okay, if I am playing the loop of, I don't feel like I'm receiving enough, or I'm not being cared for enough, whatever loops I play, to go back to where am I allowing it to come in, and opening up the invitation and allowing my softness to show up, so that there's space for him to be in his power, knowing that in my scenario, his leadership shows up in very different ways. But I think what I'm hearing from you is it's how are we expressing our leadership in the household, our leadership in parenting, our leadership in our sex lives, our leadership in the working world and income generation.
That's so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And I so relate. And I'm sure so many people listening will relate. And I think the biggest thing that I'm learning right now around this is that what tends to be so hard for us as women is the exact thing that we need to do and that works, which is revealing our hearts and our feelings to our men. And for me, it's excruciating. Like, I would so much rather be in my head being like, I need you to do this, or like, this isn't working and this is why, or like, these are the patterns that are playing out, or blah, 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 blah. And it's like, that does nothing for our intimacy, for our polarity. And so what I'm practicing, and I am very much being humbled around this right now and how hard it is for me, is to drop into my heart and just express, I'm sad. Or I'm angry, like the raw emotion, and letting him feel me. And then sharing needs, like, I need sex, or I need your help. How vulnerable is it to say, I need your help? It's like, as a boss babe, as an independent woman, like that's exactly what I'm told never to say, never to need help, never to need anyone. But that is what ignites the masculine urge to provide. If we're in our heads, like, you know, coming from that place, that like urge in them doesn't get to, they don't feel it. They don't want to devote, right? It's what calls out their desire to devote themselves to us, is being able to feel us in our vulnerability.